Dear students, today I'll give a brief introduction of soil structure and clay minerals. One would normally expect the engineering behavior of a soil mass to be greatly influenced by the mineral composition of the soil grains, forming the soil mass. This, however, is only partly true. In case of coarse-grained soils, the mineralogical composition of the grains hardly affects the engineering properties of the soils. Perhaps the grain-to-grain friction is influenced to a degree. In such soils, interparticle forces other than those due to gravity are of no consequence. But the finer the particles, the more significant become the forces associated with the surface area of the grains. The chemical character of the individual grain assumes importance, especially when the surface area is large relative to the size of the grain, a condition which is associated with the fine-grained soils. Thus, interparticle attraction holding the grains together becomes increasingly important as the size decreases. Soil structure means the mode of arrangement of the soil particles relative to each other and the forces acting between them to hold them in their positions. The concept is further extended to include the mineralogical composition of the grains, the electrical properties of the particle surface, the physical characteristics, ionic composition of the pore water, the interactions among the solid particles, pore water, and the adsorption complex. The formation of soil structure is governed by several factors. In coarse-grained soils, the force of gravity is the main factor, while in fine-grained soils, the surface bonding forces become predominant. The specific surface, that is, the ratio of the surface area of a material to its mass or volume, is a parameter which is often used to decide the importance of structure bonding forces relative to forces of gravity. Smaller particles have much larger specific surface than the larger particles, though this value for soil particles is not computed as they are far too irregular in shape. It is clear that a soil mass made up of many small particles will have a much larger specific surface than the same material made up of large particles. Another fact which emerges from the concept of specific surface is that for the same void ratio, water content are more for fine-grained soils than for coarse-grained soils. Also, the quantity of water needed to just weight the surface of smaller particles in a given volume of soil is many times more than what is needed in the case of larger particles. Clay is normally understood to mean a clay soil whose grains are predominantly composed of clay minerals and which has plasticity and cohesion. Though the clay soils are fine-grained, not all fine-grained soils possess plasticity and cohesion. The presence of water, which is relatively unimportant in coarse-grained soils, plays a decisive role in the engineering behavior of a clay soil. On the other hand, grain size distribution and grain shape influence the engineering behavior of granular soils and hardly affect the behavior of clay soils silts, which can be both granular and fine-grained, or somewhere in between. They are non-cohesive and non-plastic, but water does affect their behavior in the sense that they are dilatant even though their strength is not very much affected by water content. The ingredients necessary to give a soil deposit cohesion are clay minerals. Clay minerals are very active electrochemically, and the presence of even a small amount of clay mineral can appreciably alter the engineering properties of a soil mass. Generally, when over 50% of the soil deposit consists of particles whose diameter is 0.002 mm or less, the deposit is termed as clay. When the percentage of clay content is about 50, the larger